be Sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Auburn's offense takes the field to start this game off. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They move the tight end all over. On the ground, it's Harper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice job there by the QB at the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
give to the running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Harper. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets complete.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll give it to him again. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Snags it over the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to power their way ahead. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
All right, well, look, I know their defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. A little screen to the running back. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too.
Throws toward the end zone. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And they fake the fake, and he wants to throw. And they pull it off. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Back to the air one more time. Steps away. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's right on target. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Coming after it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're trying to get to it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Jumped on top of the pile. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 21 to Arizona. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the defender. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
Lets it fly. He makes a grab, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Sooners!
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Power football with the run. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Lewis. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll go back to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sex.
Got some room in him to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to move it through the air. Grabs it in the middle. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock it down in the backfield. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that 1st drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. The Sooners are in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Got a man. Touchdown Sooners! And the punishment has been extended. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. He's going to pass. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And it's caught inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cincinnati is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse meeting. They're trailing by 21 to Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game. He's able to stop it.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He caught it! And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Slams it ahead. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
Looking for the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of time those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people, and you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.